Glenn, poor old Glenn. Glenn Kelman. He's smiling in this photo. He's not too happy right now, poor Glenn. Because you may have gotten the video that we did, Could Redfin Survive? And the reason why there's so much concern about Redfin and why Glenn actually kind of sounds a little desperate in this article here is because Redfin is how do we want to say this? Value play, right? They're don't want to get those wet. Had them too close to my cup of tea. Redfin is a discount brokerage, and they depend upon huge volume to make money. And when volume is way down, that's a big problem for Redfin. So Glenn Kelman is saying today the housing market remains tight, high mortgage rates and prices. We talked about this. The market has hit rock bottom, Glenn Kelman told Market Watch. Is that a real prediction, or is he projecting his hopes into this article? Because as far as I'm reading it, I think he's just kind of praying that it's hit rock bottom. Sales volume couldn't be worse, he told Market Watch Wednesday. The only people moving right now are the ones who absolutely have to. You know, Glenn, maybe sales volume could be worse. Is it possible that sales volume? It is possible that sales volume could be worse. What he's trying to say is it couldn't be worse for Redfin. Redfin is totally struggling right now because they just don't have the volume to compete given the high customer acquisition cost that it takes. And as many of you know, it takes a lot of money to generate a lead. And when you're doing this at volume and low commission rates like Redfin is designed to do, you can't generate the commissions you can't generate the leads anymore because you don't have the capital to do that. And he's complaining that housing affordability has worsened, blah, blah, blah. And that is all true, Glenn Kelman. But that doesn't make it true that it's not going to get any worse. Not that I'm one of the crash bros. I'm not a crash bro. I'm an observation bro, right? I'm not rooting for a crash. There's a lot of people that are rooting for a crash. But I think supply could get tighter. I mean, why is it? It's possible. It's definitely possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's possible. If mortgage rates go up to 8 or high 7s, then it's even less likely that you're going to want to sell until sellers get desperate. But why would they sell? So more rocky road for Glenn and company over at Redfin. So it would be a tough time to be a Redfin agent. When we look at, and let's see if we can bring this up here for you. Wow, it is pouring out here in beautiful Plymouth. When we look at our sold stats here for Massachusetts, let's see if I'm putting this up. There we go here. Sold stats for Massachusetts. A little ghost in the machine here. Look, okay. All right, be a little fresh. We did not have, you can see the lack of volume here. Hold on, there we go, that's better. A little glitchy, sorry about that. You can see the lack of volume here. And over the last couple of years, our volume, which usually peaks in June. How about that? We slam the table, that's better. Okay, the volume that usually peaks in June was a lower high, as you can see from the sales volume chart, than it was the year before, which being a little glitchy, sorry about that. And it was a lower high. It was lower than 2022. It was lower than 2021. It was lower than 2020. And now that we're beyond the spring selling season at this point, it's going down from here again. So at least that's the picture in Massachusetts. So can supply get tighter? Supply can get tighter. I'm sorry to tell you, Glenn.